Alright, here we go. It's been a while since we hit the music, JLs.
Hit it, buddy.
Hey, hit it.
Hit it.
Knicks win. Yes, Knicks win. Do not adjust your sets.
That's right.
Knicks win 123-102. Revenge game, Jay Ellis. Goes to the Knicks.
Oh, wait. And who's here for the win?
Jay Ellis is here for the win. Let's go.
This guy.
The Jay Ellis curse has been lifted for the night. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. We are the New York Knicks, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, a wire-to-wire victory, Jay Ellis.
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought? Doesn't happen that often, but if there was ever a game that you wanted to see this in, it was tonight's game. After being thoroughly embarrassed by this team just a week ago, Fizdale's head on a plate, almost, hanging by a thread.
Oh yeah.
And tonight there were several storylines, man. But let's kick it off with Julius. Julius deserves his praise tonight. He was the MVP tonight. He earned his money. He earned his check tonight, and came out with a end-to-end great performance. What'd you think about Julius tonight?
Yeah, Julius started off great. Like, he's only been shooting 20% from three, but he went off tonight and shot way above that. I think it was a 3 from 5 from three-point land. He started off the night with a nice dish to Frank. He was inside. He was outside, and not only that, he played great defense.
Defense.
Like, he started off the game playing great defense, anticipating passes, playing passing lanes, rotating. The whole team played great defense, man. So shout out to Julius Randle, great game. This is something we wanted from you, and it's about damn time. Let's keep this up.
Hey, let's keep it up. I mean, when you got your next 11 game against playoff teams, so this was a good one to pad the bleeding a little bit as we get into the belly of the beast.
I wouldn't call the Nets a playoff team though, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Tough games on the coming up on the schedule. So good game by Julius though. I thought he was very patient, and we've seen that in his best performances. It's when he just lets the game come to him. He's very patient. He mixed it up inside and outside. As you said, his perimeter, his rim defense was pretty good. His facilitating, even the last game he had 6 dimes. But tonight, only 4 dimes tonight, but they were very impactful. Just taking what the defense gave him, not forcing shots. The best play of the night was when he had somebody on the elbow, looked like he was about to face him up, catches RJ for the 3 on the other side. I thought that was his best play of the night. So overall, solid victory by Julius. He definitely felt like we needed this win, and he put the team on his back, man.
Yeah, man. The other thing I liked about that game too is one turnover.
Yeah. And overall for the team, I mean, the turnovers weren't too bad tonight. I mean, I think they picked up their first turnover by DSJ sometime in the third quarter.
Yeah, they only finished with 3 turnovers by halftime.
Facts.
And I think, they finished the game with a total of 7 turnovers.
Total of 7. So that DSJ one came in the second.
Yeah.
First one came in late in the second quarter.
So kudos to the team for taking care of the ball. Like, I don't think anybody on the entire team had more than 1 turnover at all. So kudos to the Knicks. They moved the ball very well, and they took care of the ball as well. Yeah.
I thought the other storyline for tonight to me was going to be how Fizz adjusted to the ass whooping that they caught from this team last week, and that was on the hands of Colin Sexton and Garland. The speed guards have really killed us since we've started. Whether it's Kemba, whether it's we saw Devontae from Charlotte. The speed guards have really been killing us. Sacramento, obviously, with De'Aaron Fox, he's a beast. So I wanted to see how they were going to come back and game plan and scheme for Sexton. Dropped 30 on us that game, only 14 tonight. And I thought the early trapping was really, really impactful in slowing down the guard. He's a bullet out there, JLs.
Oh, yeah.
That boy Sexton is a bullet. So I thought we did a good job just forcing the issue and forcing the turnovers on the guards early.
Yeah, man. Great scheming by Fizz. We adjusted pretty well. He only beat us a handful of times off pure speed alone. But we give it up, man. We trapped them. We switched perfectly. People don't like the switching defense, but it worked tonight. We'll see how that turns up though when we play better teams. That switching defense can help against teams like the Spurs and those guys. But tonight we proved well, and we didn't give up a lot of points.
Yeah, it didn't give up a lot of points, and I thought that was a saving grace for tonight was the turnovers. I mean, they caught about 34 points off the turnovers, and I thought that's what really won the game for them because they really should have blown this team out by way more. And we saw in the third quarter, or the second quarter rather, the Cavs started, hitting those threes. And that's what hurt us again in the Hornets game. The 3-point defense is still an issue, and the Cavs try to come back into the game off the strength of that. So that really is again something that we got to work on.
Yeah, and kudos to Fizz because when that started to happen, he called the timeout quickly. Because Kevin Knox, I loved him, but his 3-point defense was pretty bad.
Yeah, Knox wasn't on this game tonight.
And Portis had a stint during that little 3-point barrage too, but he was able to recover, and Fizz actually replaced Kevin Knox, who wasn't giving you anything offensively and defensively, with Wayne Ellington, who made his return.
Yeah.
And it worked. Wayne Ellington hustled on defense and offense, and it made an impact.
Definitely made an impact. Knox hasn't been on his game. He had a couple nice plays. Give him that. He had a couple nice plays, but not on the defensive end, on his usual offensive bag. Unsung hero tonight. Maybe not even unsung hero. Whole team dot. Let's go. Dot, man. Come on, man. Let's bring Damian Dotson to the stage.
Come on, free Dot. Yo, listen, man. Listen, this guy Dotson has worked his way into the rotation once against me.
Yeah. Worked his way up, man.
The coaches seem to forget about him. Oh, he doesn't do much, huh? And then he works his way right back in rotation every single time. Came in here with 11 points. Listen, this man beat Dennis Smith Jr. in a foot race last week. And I think he's hyped because for some reason he looked 30 times faster today.
He was on his toes tonight, boy.
What?
Yeah, that boy Dot was in his bag tonight, man. I'm happy to see that though.
Definitely, man. Left with 11 points. Was hitting some nice 3-pointers to keep them at bay. I love the things and the defense. Dot is always gonna bring you the defense.
That's a fact, man. Dot was hungry, and Berman had asked him earlier tonight about not having the minutes that he expected, and Dot said he understood and he's ready to work his way in. He understood that based on the injury, it wasn't going to come easy, and tonight was his best game of the season. We need that from Dotson, man, because we know the potential that he has as a 3-and-D player. His speed tonight. How about the Euro step from Dotson tonight?
Euro step.
The Euro was nice. The Euro was nice.
Yeah,
man.
That was real nice. I'm sorry, because I want to talk about the 3, but he didn't really shoot well from 3, but it was really the twos. The twos is, and he's not usually the guy who last year he couldn't finish layups. Last year he was better from 3 than from 2, but so far this year he seems like he's finished those layups. He's finishing with gusto. The Euro step was nice. And yeah, that little reverse flip thing he's doing with his right hand is working, man. I'm liking it. Free Dot.
Free Dot indeed, man. Solid performance off the bench from Dotson, man. Definitely happy to see that. I thought Frank played well. I thought Frank had some good moments getting the offense together. You saw when he kept his dribble, he was really able to kind of break down the defense a little bit and take what they gave him. Found Portis for some nice ones. Found Mitch as well for an alley or two here and there. I thought Frank had a pretty good facilitating game tonight.
Yeah, he had a really good floor game. And then there was like a stint where it was pick and roll with Frank and Taj Gibson for like 3 plays in a row.
Yeah,
and it worked out pretty perfectly. Like he set him up nicely. I was like, yes, Frank, this is what we seen. Like I'm liking that we actually running some pick and roll with the guards. You mixing things up. I love it, man. Good floor. I wish he hit the shot a little bit better, but you know what? Great floor game overall.
Yeah. Well, at least the confidence is there with Frank right now. He's taking the shots. Took 7 shots tonight, 3 of 7. He's got to work on it. The shooting. I was saying on my show last night, the home road splits for Frank was crazy. He was shooting 20% from the field at home, 8% from 3. and on the road it was completely different. I think it was like close to 40%.
Yeah.
And Frank, he wants to do so well. You could tell he's a competitor, man. He just wants to do so well. He's pressing out there, but I want to see him taking the shots. Like there's no reason he shouldn't be.
Yeah. Tonight was one of those games where he didn't have to. He was perfectly fine setting people up, and it worked within the flow of the offense because they wasn't really leaving him open like that. They would. So, but I would like to, in general, see him taking some more shots. But I'll take it tonight.
Yeah, I'll take it tonight. DSJ he's still looking like he's trying to figure things out. Didn't really have much going tonight. So we needed Frank out there, and he definitely delivered it in spurts. I thought Taj once again, another stabilizing force in the lineup. What do you think? I mean, between Mitch and Taj, because Mitch has been giving us some solid minutes off the bench now. So do you just keep it going because it's not really broke?
Yo, keep it going, man. Like here's the thing with the lineups that are happening right now with Frank. And this is what people were saying in the summer. Even though DSJ has like a higher ceiling, when it comes to the team and the people's tendencies and how they work together, Frank works better with guys like Randle and Morris who like to shoot more. Like it keeps the ball kind of flowing. So I like Frank in the starting lineup. And then on top of that, Dennis Smith Jr. and DSJ have a pretty good rapport as well with the alley-oops. I haven't seen it that much since the Dallas game, but I hope to see some more of that. They had a pretty good offensive rating with those two playing pick and roll. So I like the lineups right now. Keep the consistency going. Keep the camaraderie going, and just it's good to keep squads together so teammates can learn each other's tendencies, man. So I would like
got to pick it up from a chemistry standpoint. The rotations are looking like they're pretty solid. Rotations are looking pretty solid right now. You're not seeing as much Portis, Randle, and Morris together as much. You did see it a little bit during the Hornets game. So that I think they're keeping that balance fairly well. And again, I think Taj is really giving us a lot in terms of leadership on both ends, and that's really making things easier for everybody else.
Yeah, man. Like it's important for Taj to be in these games because he's a veteran presence. He does all the little things correctly, and he'll keep people on their toes.
Right.
And he'll talk to these guys during the game and keep things moving in a positive direction. So I like Taj getting some minutes. Hopefully he stays in the rotation. I think he will.
Oh yeah, we have no choice. Yeah. Taj has to. He has to stay in. So good stuff. Another solid outing for Marcus Morris. Yeah. Once again, having a career year. And 23 points, 12 of 13 from the free throw line, 77% overall for the Knicks from the free throw line. So that's pretty good. RJ 4 for 5 tonight. Randle 3 for 5. Taj 3 for 4.
Yeah, overall the last two games have been shooting better from the free throw line. So hopefully that trend continues to go up because right now we are last in the league when it comes to free throw shooting. Yeah. But kudos to Marcus Morris. The first quarter I didn't like the rate that he was shooting at. I felt like he was chucking a little bit, but we kind of withstood that. But overall, he played a pretty good game. He was able to take advantage of the size and his mismatches we were getting and able to punish those guys because he was just bigger than everybody else.
Agreed. And I thought Julius did a good job of doing that. I thought Bobby did a good job of doing that. We have to – the team is what it is. It's built the way it's built, rightly or wrongly, whatever. It's not going to be perfect. But there's still counters that you can make. And just because the other team has a speed advantage, we have a size advantage. And I thought they did a good job of trying to take advantage of that tonight.
Yeah, man. We did a good job hitting those boards and taking advantage of it, man. I thought we would try like RJ more to take advantage of the size. I felt like they started out trying to do that at least one play, but then went away from it. But I'm not going to harp on that because we still took advantage of the Julius Randle and Marcus Morris mismatch without Kevin Love being in there. So
yeah, no Love, no Larry Nance Jr. So again, this was a game the Knicks had to have, man. No doubt about it, man. So, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Monday night, Knicks. Once again, CP from KnicksFanTV. My man JL Southern Nick of Time show.
For the win.
For the win. For the win.
Repeat that, CP.
For the win. This is number one home of the diehard Knicks fan. This is the home for you, where we talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live analysis featuring live callers. Sir. Which we're going to get to next. Before we do that, everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up for you boys. Hit that thumbs up for a win. Hit that like button. It's the best way to support us. Please share these videos on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you guys do your social media. Let the world know that this is the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Let's salute the chat real quick. Prezi the Boss, what's going on? Sean Brown, Jack Peters, KR, Steve, Wayne, how's it going? Armin, Kevin Tucker, Mr. T Park, JL, so you want to shout out tonight, man?
Oh, man, I got a shout out. They called me Tag, always holding it down. Enzo, Alexander, Winston Ellis. Are you my cousin?
Winston Ellis, your long-lost cousin. Check it
what
in.
Up, cuz? Hey.
Check it in, man.
Hi, Will from LI.
What up, Will?
Yeah, always in here. And Kristen Smith, shout out to you.
Okay. Also want to shout out my guy, Mr. L. Johnson, season ticket holder. That's my guy, Lonnie, in the chat. What's going on, man? All right, let's go to the phones, man. Who's first on deck? Let's hear from Will from LI, man. I've heard from him in a little bit.
That's true.
Will, how you feeling, bro?
How y'all doing, guys? How y'all doing? Gotta come in here clapping. Yo, let me tell you, I was about to call in with that energy just tight, but we got a good win tonight, so... How you guys doing, CP Jess? How y'all doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. You take it. You know, we'll take the W however they come, man, because like
Absolutely.
I said, they come few and far between, so just take it and be happy.
Absolutely. And then also, shout out to JL, because I was telling the chat that you were no jinx. Like, the Knicks have so much bad luck.
Thank you, man.
You're going to put all that
That's
on
my guy.
No way.
They were trying to trade Jay Ellis for Moutier, man. It was blasphemy going on in here, man.
Crazy.
They didn't want it that bad.
Yeah, let me get to my topic, man.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm not really going to change what I was going to talk about, though. This is what I was going to talk about, because I'm coming in thinking ready for a loss, but I'm still going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
We got to look at the season going forward, because I'm not going to be on this dope hot. I know the Knicks is like an abusive relationship, you know? They disappoint you, they smack you up, you want to leave, and then they do this. Then they make you sick. Right. But regardless of the fact, we got to prioritize development going forward if these L's, you know, are going to keep coming. Like, I don't want to see, you know, I love Morris and I love, well, I don't like Portis. You know, my feelings for Portis. But, you know, we got to, like, prioritize these young guys just because looking at Frank and what he's doing, the fact that this is year 3 and this probably could have happened in year 1, maybe year 2. I know injuries and all that happened. We've never really committed to fully giving these guys a shot. Like, let's completely temper our expectations. Let's just be like, listen, we are not gonna win such and such games. You know, we're not trying to, you know, win as much games. We're gonna prioritize development. And I think that should be like the best step going forward, because I can lose if I see Dotson or Kevin Knox shooting, you know, 2 for 10. I can go to sleep knowing, okay, well, at least they learned something. But when you see, you know, Bobby Portis and you see Mook not having a good game, this really gets me upset. I'm just like, what's going on here? It's like, we lost, but we didn't learn anything. So that's all I want to say, man. I think going forward, we just got to completely go full in on the rebuild. Let's do all the young guys, start them.
Okay.
Put the older guys in the back burner.
All right, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
Okay.
Well, I think JL's, like I said, I think eventually it'll happen. But in the beginning, listen, you're still going to try to win the game, man. And I made this analogy the other night. If you look at it from a business standpoint, you want to see a return on your investment for these free agents that you got. You're not just going to pay a guy $63 million and be okay with him sitting on the bench for your young guy, JLs. That's just not how the business works. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
in the beginning, yeah, you're going to want to see this thing ride out, and you want to try to play to win. You got to play to win. But ultimately, once the season becomes, a lost cause, then, yeah, you're going to try to move some guys, and you're going to try to move some of the young guys up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know why he's saying that though. He's saying that because of Frank. That's really why he's really saying that.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, if Elfrid Payton didn't get injured and Dennis Smith Jr. didn't have the thing that was happening to him, I don't think Frank would be the starting point guard right now.
Yeah.
But now that the game is going, we have a balance going with the first unit, it just seems like it makes perfect sense. But will we have gotten there without those two things happening? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's 100. So I think that's why he's kind of saying that, we have to try these young guys out to see what they got, to see what it is. Because we just kind of got lucky a little bit with that. But to your point, CP, you are absolutely correct. We spending all this money on these vets. We're not spending all this money on these vets just not to play them.
Right.
We have to play them. So at least we have to try to win these games.
You gotta start to try to win, man. You got to start to try to win. But listen, I think you're getting a good balance, though. Obviously, RJ, you can't stun on RJ's minutes. He's getting his minutes.
That's a fact.
Frank is now getting his minutes. I think I agree with you on the Peyton aspect. I don't want Peyton really getting much minutes unless he absolutely needs to. Now, if DSJ's really, really off, and that continues, then yeah, you're gonna have to maybe think about making a move if you're trying to win some games. But I think obviously Julius is gonna get his burn. He's gonna get his minutes. Morris and Kev is interesting because, like I said, Morris is having a career year, man. And at the very least, I keep it going and see what happens on February. Like I said, my number one goal with him is getting a first-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wavering. I'm gonna see what happens in February. I'm wavering because I definitely want to get assets. Like, I know that's a point, but I also want to see who fits with this team long term.
Yeah.
And every year we keep doing this thing where we're trying to fit 9 new players into the system. We're trying to fit 9 new players into a system. If one player actually works within the system, then maybe we should try him out longer than a year. So, I mean, I'm on the fence on that. I was definitely if he performed like last year, Marcus Morris, he stayed packed 14 points a game, same type of role player thing, then fine. If he exceeds expectation, that's I don't know.
I hear you. Listen, I'm on the. I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I like what he brings to this team. I love that he's having a career year. I love that he's embracing being a Knick. It seems so, at least on the surface. I just think we still got to focus on being in asset acquisition mode, and we're still trying to build this team. We need talent. We still need talent, man, at the end of the day. He could end up fitting here, and he's not crazy old. Like, he's still a good veteran to have. For how much you gonna pay the guy? You're already paying him $15 million.
Yeah, that's the real question.
Long term, how much you really gonna pay him? I don't know.
That's the real question. Like, how much does he think he's worth? Because even with I don't think he's worth much more than $15 million still at the rate he's playing right now. So that's also another question. Because it gets to this, it's like, all right, you keep him. We still have other players, right? We still have Elfrid Payton, who we're not sure with.
Right.
We still have Bullock. We still have all these other players who we can kind of let go and clear cap space. You know what I'm saying? To make some moves and maneuver for picks or whatever.
Yeah.
But it all depends what happens in February, man. All
depends. At the very least, they'll be shopping. You see what you could get back. Somebody in the chat said they don't think you could get a first. I think you can from a contender. I think in the West, you could ship him out West, and I think you could get a first. I don't see why you couldn't. If a team really needed him, and at the way that he's playing, I think potentially you could get a first-round pick for him.
It's possible. A
low end? No, that's what I'm not talking about a lottery pick. Like, let's
low.
Yeah.
That's I feel you.
Yeah.
I knew you wasn't talking about no top 10.
No, I'm not talking about
you're talking about a playoff team, which is like
20s to 30s.
30s.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Want to shout out some dude. He sends us a super chat. He says, Dotson killed the curse for his boy Jay Ellis, man. So some dude is rapping for Jay Ellis. Shout out some dude.
Yo, hold on. Shout out to Will from LI. Shout out to some dude. And shout out to Dotson. Free Dot. Free Dot. Of course, Free Dot breaks my curse. Free Dots follows you on Instagram. Is the only.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's why he's giving me that good mojo. Free Dot, goddamn it, Knicks win. Blowout fashion. Let's get it.
That's a fact. Michael Ray also repping Dots, and he sends us a super chat. He says, Dot, he keeps improving, and he's getting back to where he was last year. Going to have dudes sitting because he's so efficient. And I agree with him. I agree with him. I think Dotson is really solidifying his role as a backup two guard right now, and rightfully so. He gives us an excellent 3-and-D guy, and if he's coming in with that chip on his shoulder like that, I love it. You know, we've been waiting for Dot to break out, man, to break out and just really be that consistent night in, night out 3-and-D guy off the bench for us. So let's see if this is the year for him.
Yeah, I was worried because he had a shoulder injury in the summer. And usually in the summer, that's when you get better. And he wasn't really able to, to get better because he wasn't able to shoot and do this stuff with the shoulder injury. So I was kind of worried where he's going to be. He started off season behind the 8 ball. Everybody was getting minutes. He was still kind of sitting. And they still found his way in his rotation. So Free Dot, God damn it, I'm glad you worked your way back.
Free Dot, man. I want to shout out Stay Mellow out of Toronto, Canada. He sends us a Canadian super chat, Jay Ellis.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We can go to Tim Hortons and get some coffee and things. You know what I mean? And tings. You know?
I ain't think.
Yeah, man. He says we're 2 games away from the AC. I don't want to say, but we low key right there. Oh, man.
Man, this East is a mess.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, man. I don't pay attention to the standings, fellas.
I don't
really
either.
don't.
I'm not.
I really don't. I'm not paying attention, man.
I'm not. Just not going to do it. Unless we go on some crazy win streak, then I'll take a peek. But right now, I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah, no, I'm not even paying attention, man. Not even paying attention. But shout out to the super chat. All right, let's go back to the phones. Let's hear from Sergio from Jersey. Wants to talk about Randle's game tonight. Sergio, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, fellas? How you doing tonight? Great win. I want to congratulate Jay Ellis on breaking the curse today, but I got to take exception with something, CP, you said the other day.
Yeah.
You said Julius was Hardaway 2.0.
No, that was Ari. That was Ari, man.
Right now.
That was Ari, man. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was Ari, man.
Yo, check this out. No. Check this out.
Yeah.
And I don't want people still ripping his dude.
Yeah.
Yo, for every season he's been in the NBA, he's improved every single season. We put him into a situation that he's not familiar with. Now he's our number one option. So he's going to have trouble with turnovers and passing out of double teams. Yo, as far as, make no mistake, this man was coveted amongst every other NBA team. The minute he heard we wanted him, he took no meetings. He went straight with us. This dude wants to be here. He's not Stoudemire. He's not here because he took the money. He's here because he wants to be here. I want us to support this cat. And, I'm sticking with Julius all season. And I'm telling you today, November 19th, that by the end of the season, a lot of these cats in the chat talking smack about Julius are going to eat mad crow. I'm telling you right now. And that's all I got to say about it.
I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. I mean, listen, this is the thing with Julius, man. Number one is one game, and it was against a Cavs team. Let's just be honest. It's not to diminish any teams because the Knicks are as diminished as they come. But let's just see what happens Wednesday night against Philly. Al Horford and Embiid and them boys. Let's see what happens that night. He had a good game tonight, JL. We root for him. We do root for him, JLs. But as they say, heavy's the head that wears the crown. And it's just like anybody else when you're the guy. By default or whatever it is, you're gonna get the most criticism because we're expecting more from you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's just what it is. I don't think there's people legit rooting against him, but they just have high expectations for him.
Yeah, it's the curse. It's the curse. The heavy jersey.
It's the curse. It's the iron jersey, man.
Yeah, it's like when you're the guy, you're getting paid the most, you have more expectation. To Julius's credit, I mean, he's improved on the turnovers so far. For his team, it's a lot more. But you know what? This is his first time being the man. He has a lot more work to do, to be honest. He has a lot more work to do.
He's got work to do, man.
I'm rooting for him because he has an orange-blue jersey. He might get some jokes. because he might get some jokes because that's what we do. But at the end of the day, we are still rooting for him because he's wearing that orange and blue, and I do appreciate that fact that he wants to be here.
Facts. So Sergio is representing the Julius Randle hive. I think that's the first for the year. You know what I mean? Somebody really came to bat for Julius. So we're gonna dub Sergio the president of the Julius Randle fan club. All right, he's gonna take that. He's gonna own that. He said from this day forward. So he's gonna own that. All right. So we got Ari on the line. Ari, are you ready to apologize here?
Me apologize?
Yeah. He called you out for
Kidding
calling
me?
him Julius.
I mean, listen.
Julius Handles. Julius Hardaway Jr.
All right, first of all, Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm pretty sure had like 1 or 2 40-point games for us last year. Doesn't make him good. I mean, it's the 13th game of the season. He finally had his good game. I mean, this means nothing. This means literally nothing. If anything, this is actually a negative because now he thinks he's the number one guy again, that he can take over a game, and he's going to realize that he can't take over the game anymore. And it was just a one-day type of thing. Listen, the guy played well tonight. I'm not going to take anything away from him. But, I mean, you don't get paid $63 million and become the number one option on a team because you play well 1 out of every 13 games and you didn't turn the ball over 5 times. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, whatever hive he has, that's one small hive because I don't know anyone else in that hive. But, Frank has a bigger hive than that dude. But,
of course.
I mean, listen, this is just another delusional Knicks fan who thinks after one game now Julius Randle's going to be Anthony Davis and that everything's going to be all good. The problem with the Knicks is that we take guys that this is what happened with Tim Hardaway Jr. when Steve Mills signed into that deal. He had a good season the year before, but he had a good season in a role where he was the 6th man coming off the bench. He wasn't going against starters. He was taking less shots, and his efficiency went up because of the role he was given. The problem with the Knicks is that we have a bunch of okay players, but they're asked to do too much on this team. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. was never a number one option. You shouldn't even get paid like a number 1 or 2 option. Same thing with Julius Randle. You shouldn't have got paid like a number 1 or 2 option. Like, is Julius Randle a valuable 6th man on a team, 7th man on a team? Sure. Is he even a starter on some teams? I don't know, maybe. But, our best player is Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, our best player, he was the 6th best player on Boston last year, and people wonder why we suck. It's because our roster sucks, and with Fizz tightening his rotations, it's only becoming more and more evident to me that Steve Mills ruined this team, and it has nothing to do with Fizdale because I actually kind of like his rotations now. I'm still a little salty that ISO's not getting burned. But back to what I'll get off the phone in a second, but back to what Will from LI was saying, I think we have to trade Morris. We have to. He's not going to fit into our long-term plans. He's not on the timeline. But at the same time, we can't just tank. This team needs to show improvement. No one's asking this team to make the playoffs. We're asking the team to get 25 to 30 wins, so you improve 8 to 10 games from last year, and then next year take another 8 to 10 game step, add some more acquisitions, be a borderline playoff team next year, and then you make a run at Giannis with your assets, try to flip it for something.
Yeah.
That's what I think we should do. But for that Sergio, dude, you're out of your mind, bro. I don't know what you're smoking, bro.
we got to get an Ari Sergio battle coming up, man.
Oh man,
we got to get a battle coming up. Go ahead, Jails.
Yeah, I understand what Ari is saying, but it's a stretch to compare Julius Randle to Tim Hardaway Jr. though. It's jokes. It makes a good joke because he turns the ball over, and But let's be honest, Julius Randle has been better over his career than Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 1 decent year in the Hawks. Julius Randle was decent to good for 2 to 3 years. So I think it's a weird comparison to compare them directly. So I give the front office credit for at least trying to get somebody have the potential to be the guy, even if it doesn't work out. Especially because they still didn't pay as much as he was still market value. The way we got him, the money we're paying him, we're not vastly overpaying him. He's market value. Tim Hardaway Jr. was overpaid.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Tim Hardaway Jr. is vastly overpaid. I mean, listen, Mills paid Timmy for his potential, not what he did, but what he could
Exactly.
be. He paid him for based on his potential because he wanted to grow with him long term. It was a terrible decision, and we got out of it. It is what it is. Julius is 24 years old. I'll give Sergio his credit. He's 24 years old. He's still doing well. We have to see the pieces around him have to be better so that he's not forced to be the number one guy. You may not want him to be the number one guy, but I still think he still has room to grow. It to me, it's between the ears with him. He's gonna be one of those players where it's gonna be between the ears. If he can just slow it down on a consistent basis, I think he'll be a valuable piece.
I hope it improves. I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket.
Right, exactly. I mean, and that's why he's on his fourth team in 4 years. I mean, not 4 years, but he's on his 14th.
Yeah,
13.
I mean, that's not fair too, because if the Lakers weren't star chasing, he would still be on the Lakers.
That's true. I'll be the first to tell you, he fell on a lot of like weird circumstances while he's on his team. Zion going to the Pelicans, AD wanting out. You know, I get it. I get it, but
if you talk to Lakers fans, they love him. Like, I have a guy who I work with. He's a Lakers fan. He tells me, he's like, oh, Julius Randle is so good. Like, Lakers fans love that guy, yo. So it's not like he's some scrub and he just didn't work out because he was
not necessarily a scrub, but can he at least be an all-star?
Yeah.
Can he be an all-star for you?
I hope so. I don't see that happening. It doesn't seem like his trajectory. It doesn't seem like it's happening right now. He has a lot of work to do for that.
There you go. All right, let's salute to the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. I want to shout out Cops the One sends us an Australian super chat, JLs. We got people from all over the world tuning in. Throw your cities in the chat, man, wherever you guys are tuning in from. Send us a hashtag new if you guys are new in the chat. Welcome all new viewers. Just put hashtag new in the chat and we'll shout you guys out. Shout out Mokashi. Carlos checking in from Australia as well. Perth, Australia. Sid Leonard says Iggy dropped 36 in the G League tonight, JLs.
Oh, yeah.
Iggy was balling tonight, man.
Iggy Pop, man.
Iggy Pop was going in. So, okay. Going down in Westchester, getting a little run.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Let's go back to the phone sales. Let's go to Colt from New Jersey. Wants to talk about the game overall. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
How do you feel about the Knicks' upcoming games in the next few weeks?
Well, 11 games against playoff teams. I mean, let's pull the schedule up here.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be tough, man. Definitely going to be tough. I mean, who we got? We got Philly. We have... Philly. Then we got San Antonio Nets back-to-back. I don't know why they love that so much, JL.
No, man. They screwing us with this back-to-back with the Nets.
We got San Antonio and the Nets back-to-back. The league has no love for us.
Yo, like, they trying to sabotage us for the Nets, man. That's the second time they did that.
Definitely trying to sabotage us. After that, you got Toronto. Then you got home against Philly. Wednesday's game is in Philly. Another 7 o'clock game. So it goes in Philly, home versus San Antonio, home versus the Nets, in Toronto next Wednesday, home versus Philly next Friday. Then you got home versus Boston, at Milwaukee, home versus Denver, home versus the Pacers, at Portland, Golden State, Battle of the Tanks, then at Sacramento, at Denver.
Sheesh.
Oof.
I mean, listen.
Hey.
I don't know. If I'm being optimistic, we can win half.
Half. Jeez.
If I'm being really Knicks homer optimistic.
Man, we'll be lucky if you win 2, bro.
I know. I mean, the Spurs, that came close.
Yeah. We can match up with them.
We matched up with them. We came close to that. The Nets, come on, man. Like, the only thing that's making me pause is the back-to-back. But I always feel like the Nets are overrated. It's not like they're blowing the league. They're taking the league by storm right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sacramento is homeboy out with the ankle injury?
Sacramento, who's that? Marvin Bagley? No, it's not an ankle with Marvin Bagley. It was
not Marvin. How's De'Aaron Fox?
We got to check. I mean, he could be back by then. He's on my fantasy team. I should know. He's definitely out now. But he could be back for that game because that's not for another week. Actually, 2 weeks. That's like December. That's December 13th, so that's way down the road.
Okay, 'cause I seen him. He was out for 2 to 3 weeks, and that was the last week. So we'll see.
Okay.
That could come down to the wire. So I mean, there's a couple of games there and there. That's just me being very, very optimistic.
Yeah.
It's the Knicks, so who knows if everything's gonna be consistent with the energy level and the effort level. But I'm hoping Fizz can galvanize these guys. We have like a solid rotation. Everybody knows their roles and can actually try to pull something together.
Agreed, man. Agreed. I want to shout out some more super chats that came in. Shout out Christopher Blake. He says, respect to my guys. He says, I told y'all 2K had Julius at an 83. He might be a 75 right now. I don't know. He said, yes, he has a chance to bounce back. So Chris is playing with the Knicks on 2K, hoping for the best.
Okay.
No doubt. No doubt, man. I want to shout out G. Jermaine. Sends us a $20 super chat. G. Jermaine, appreciate the love. I haven't seen the comment, but when the comment pops up, I'll be sure to read it. Let's check in on the city checks. Check out Gotta Be Legend checking in from Costa Rica. We got Jarrell Williams checking in from DC. Vincey Power says he's new in the chat. We got Mo Cashy checking in from Long Island. Everybody from Long Island, salute to you. Mo Cashy, new to the chat. Who else we got? Some new locations. Earth Sun Prince checking in from Roanoke, VA. Hashtag new. Salute to everybody, man. We got Mo7293 checking in from Slovenia. I think that's a new country on the list, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a new country on the list. Sounds good, man. We got Leaks Lounge checking in from Tacoma, Washington, man. Who you want to shout out in your chat, Sales?
Yo, Rich Jim, shout out to you. Rick Harrison. He said he's coming from Timbuktu, Rich Harrison. Rich Harrison. Ro Brown, shout out to you. Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Let's shout out Asia from Montreal as well. All right, let's go back to the phones, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Let's go to Beantown. Let's go to Nick. Wants to talk about the game tonight. Nick, how you feeling?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on,
Good.
man?
How are you guys?
Good.
All right.
Good. How are you guys?
All right.
Yeah. So,
I gotta pause you, man. I'm not sure where he was going with that, man. Let's go to Matt from Florida. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you
Talked
feel?
to you last year quite a bit.
Okay.
Hey, long-time Knicks fan, fourth-time caller.
All right, no doubt, man. What you think about the game tonight?
I got to take exception with that guy, Ari. He doesn't know shit about the Knicks.
Yeah, keep it
Okay.
family. Keep it family,
I've been
man. No
watching
cursing.
them. All right, no cursing. Sorry about that. I've been watching the Knicks for 30-plus years.
Mhm.
I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Our problem is coaching. It clearly is coaching. We could have won at least 5 more of those games with Fizdale with the bad substitutions. We've got to shorten that rotation. I'm with one of the guys. I do believe that Julius Randle is a borderline all-star, and I think Marcus Morris could make the all-star team if he continues his upward trend. I think he's a good enough scorer, and I think he had that potential in Boston, but he was buried there because of all the good players. Frank Ntilikina is still a developing guard.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. He is making some nice transitions. You know, last few games he's done well. Nice plays. He's not a scorer. He's got an absolute atrocious jump shot. Dennis Smith Jr. has got a better jump shot. He's more athletic. But I think the better point guard out of the three, because of experience, is Alfred Payton. Just right now. It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. But I think the Knicks, if they coach better, and let's reference the other night, when they opted to not get the ball, play ball denial defense on the guy that hit 6 threes, in that last possession, if they had denied that guy, I forget his name,
Devontae Graham,
who had lit us up for 29 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's Fizdale. That's
Yeah.
Fizdale.
Okay.
That's coaching.
All right. Appreciate the call, Matt, man. So Matt thinks Julius is on his way.
Okay.
And Morris can make the All-Star. Mook's is putting up numbers, man. Don't sleep. He's definitely putting up numbers.
Yeah, man.
You know.
45% from 3 is no joke.
That's not a joke. He's definitely putting up career numbers, man. I think, listen, Randall, It's possible, but we got to see more. You have to see more games like this. It'd be nice if he went on like a Stoudemire type. Remember when Stat ran through like 8 straight 30-point games?
Yeah.
I mean, he's nowhere close to Stat, but I mean, damn.
Nah, definitely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought about Stat. Every time I think about Randle, I kind of think about Stat only because Stat augmented his game to become successful. He was very reliant on the pick and roll and Steve Nash to kind of feed him the buckets. And then as soon as he got to the Knicks, he kind of developed the post game, and he was kind of successful when he was, not injured. So I'm hoping Randle can take that leap too. But so far it hasn't been that. But I always kind of think about Stat when I think about Randle.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Back to the phones, Max from the Bronx. What's going on, man?
What's going on today? CPJ Ellis was good. I couldn't call in what was it, Saturday, because I would have been like, you talk about not cursing. I would have had to curse at least 5-6 different times. But it was a good game. I was still mad about, I'm not gonna lie, the Hornets game. So even though Julius was having a good game, I was just looking at him like, man, he really messed with the other game. But they need to. I think the Fizdale has said it took him 90 different tries, but he said on rotation, which is a pretty good rotation. I kind of feel bad for ISO because I kind of want him to play because he does have a role on this team. For a team that sucks on offense, he should have a way bigger role. It's just that when he comes in the game, everything stops, and it's like we watching him play basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I agree with you, man. Unfortunately, the thing with ISO, he's just got to work his way in. The way the rotation is established right now, Dotson has a spot right now. You know what I mean? And like as you said, when he comes in the game, it seems like things stop. So he's got to figure out a way to fit and just be more efficient with his offense.
And defense, too.
And defense. Good point, Jails. And defense.
And Taj being the starter is cool when we're playing not so good teams, but come Wednesday, you're going to see why he shouldn't be the starter because he's going to get in foul trouble, I predict, within the first 3 minutes of the game. Embiid is like a sucker by nature. He does, funny style stuff all the time.
Yeah, he's a dirtbag.
So Tosh is going to get in a lot of foul trouble. Yeah, he's a dirtbag, yeah. He's going to get in a lot of foul trouble. So I think it's good because Mitch seems to get injured very easily. I don't know, like they got to work on that. I don't know. He walks and then he twists his ankle.
Yeah.
Every game, it seems like he's right there about the big thing. But Fizz still did good. I still think he should get fired. Obviously, like I told you, I couldn't call last game because that was peak Fizdale like nonsense. That was the worst.
Yeah.
Especially the excuse he gave for RJ not being in the game.
That was ridiculous. All right, thanks. All right, bro. Yeah, that one was a little ridiculous. I mean, you had people actually trying to defend why RJ wasn't in the game. I mean, I get the Ellington thing, but listen, this is your number 3 pick. There's no reason why he shouldn't be in the game, Jails. I just can't buy it, especially after the fourth quarter that he had, even keeping us in the game. But that's just sour grapes. That game is way over.
Yeah, it's like I said it on the show that Wayne Ellington was in for spacing. I knew it, but it's just and I would have rather RJ in the game as well, but I would have rather RJ have the ball to finish the game. I don't think they was even thinking about that, which was why I was so mad.
Yeah,
I was going to have Randle out and put Wayne Ellington in his place so RJ can have space.
All right, let's go back to Nick, man. He said he couldn't hear. Nick, what's going on, man? Hello? Yo, what's up, bro?
You said Nick? This is Nate. I'm not sure if that was wrong or not, but.
Oh yeah, I mean I answered it, but what up, Nate? How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. I wasn't ready to talk yet, but anyway.
Well, you're live and direct, man. Welcome to KnicksFanTV Nigga Time Show, man.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Yeah. Oh fuck, what was it? Yeah, the offense tonight. Yeah. The offense. I think we're all right. We were running through the guards a little bit more, I think. This is something I was harping on a bit earlier. Fizdale doesn't really trust the guards as much, but now we're seeing like a lot more like screen and roll, especially with Taj.
Yeah.
And I think you saw that, like Frank, like really distributing around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. And then, real quick, I want to touch on Trier for a little bit because I see a lot of people are upset with him not being in the rotation. But if you really look at the second unit, we're running Dennis Smith Jr., Kevin Knox, and Bobby Portis out there. So, like, you really have to consider the defensive end of the aspect. I get that we're not as great on offense, but there's two sides of the court. And, like, every time, like, we have, like, second units come in, like, we're getting killed on the three, especially by, like, our forwards. I'd really like to see Kenny Wooten in because I feel like he would shore up a lot of our defensive troubles.
I'd love to see it, man,
But that's probably not going to happen. But, yeah, if Alfred Payton comes back and then maybe Dennis Smith Jr. or somebody falls back from the rotation, maybe we'll see Trier again. But right now, I kind of like what we have going. So
I agree,
that's
man.
all I really got.
Appreciate the call, man. I agree too, Jay Ellis. I think you gotta keep it going. To Nate's point, they were definitely running more action through the guards. You see more trust there for the guards. I definitely like that. Between Frank, Dotson got into it, playmaking wise. And with the ISO thing, if I want to see him out there, I want to see him out there either with Frank or with RJ.
Yeah, because I remember during the Kobe White game, there was a DSJ and ISO was out there at the same time.
It was a disaster.
And I think I said on this program, I never want to see that lineup again. I never, because it was bad. It was so bad. So I kind of agree. Like, I know ISOs isn't good, and it's just, man, it's hard to find a role when you don't do the little things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On the second unit, when we need somebody who does the little things on the second unit, and that's
True story.
It does. It's more fit than talent.
True story, man. Appreciate the call, Nick. All right, let's try Nick in Boston again. Nick, what's going on, man? Third time's a charm. What up, bro?
It's still Nate. I didn't hang up there.
What's going on here? We're in the Twilight Zone. I see Nick. That was Dave, man. Dave put the wrong information.
Nick.
All right, let's go to JJ from Brooklyn. He wants to talk about Kevin Knox. JJ, what's going on, man?
Hello?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
Hi.
Good. I just want to say, I mean, I know I see a lot of people saying Kevin Knox needs to play more, this and that. I mean, I think Kevin Knox needs to play less. I mean, this kid's brutal, man. I don't know, unless I'm watching something else. I see him, he's one of the worst defensive players I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, people are saying he's a knockdown shooter. No, he's not. I mean, what is he good at? He's terrible. I'm sorry. I think he's terrible, man. I'm already about to give up on him as, like, a piece of the future, man.
Damn.
Like, he's that bad.
JJ, man.
I'm sorry. Man.
Damn. JJ the hammer. Damn, he threw the water all in the flames, Jay Ellis. Like, so we might as well pack it up and go home, man. Let's cut the stream, man.
Wow.
Let's cut it off.
Wow.
It's over, man. He said he's over for Kev. Forget about him.
Damn. Who you want to take it or me? Who
Go ahead, man.
First and foremost, I want to say you're absolutely right about his defense. His defense is atrocious. I feel like he started off. It's true. Same thing is true.
No, it is true.
Like when I was watching him play defense today, I was like, yo, he was the worst defender on the team today. today. And his 3-point defense is bad. His one-on-one defense is bad. He's regressed. I don't know what's happening. He's regressed. That being said, he was shooting 45% from three in the beginning of the year, and he has improved his passing. So I'm not going to quit on the kid just yet. People were asking for him to play more when he was shooting better. He's had a slump for 2 games. It's not enough for me to throw him away, even though I want him to get better on defense. That's all I got to say.
Listen, Kev, it's one step at a time, man. Obviously, I hear what JJ's saying. His defense is atrocious. He lapses several times. Sometimes he doesn't have the lateral quickness, and he gets lost out there. His rotations are a little bit slow. You gotta see if it comes around. Somebody in the chat says he played flat-footed. I completely agree.
Yeah.
I think I do disagree with JJ that his shot has improved. It's not to say that he's just a knockdown shooter right now, but I think his shot has been much more efficient, much more accurate this year. Last couple games he hasn't had it. Maybe the last week or so he's kind of come back to earth, but I think he started the year off shooting the ball well. I don't think you could deny him that.
Yeah, shooters sometimes go through funks. Even Steph Curry goes through funks. I'm not calling knock Steph Curry, but shooters go through funks sometimes, and it's only been a couple of games of that. So we'll see if he kind of bounces back.
Give him a little bit, man. Give him a little bit, man. Damn.
Still shooting better than last season.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. JJ had me ready to pull the plug on everything, man. I was really second guessing myself, bro.
Yeah, no. It's not our TV.
Anthony from Queens, what up, man?
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
How you feeling, bro?
What's going on, man?
I'm just listening to the show. I just caught they just put a clip of Melo working out in Portland, getting ready for his first game on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that.
When is the game? Is the game tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight, right?
I was just watching it right now.
It's tonight.
Okay, I'll be tuned in. Shout out to Melo, man.
So yeah, it's always good to get a win. Can't really get too high about this one. The team was depleted. No K Love.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see RJ showing improvement on the free throws in the last two games.
4 for 5
clearly,
tonight.
He's been putting in the work.
Yep.
Exactly. And what was it the other night? Was it 4 for 5 last night?
4 for 5 the other night, I believe, as well. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's showing improvement. The three ball, looked pretty good today. I mean, he made one, but it looked good. One thing I got to complain about this team, man. I feel like they never make the extra pass. Like, even when, we're winning games or whatever, I just see Julius looking people off a lot, very often. They'll be wide open right next to him, and he's looking to score, with a hand in his face. Portis does it all the time. Morris does it all the time.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, that's gonna hold us back trying to get to the next level. Because there's gonna be times where, you can't just force it up. You're not gonna make it. You got to hit the open guy, and they don't seem to do that. Also, I don't trust Randle to be able to play like this, all the time. But one thing I noticed is when his jump shot is falling, the team just plays much better. If the offense flows much better, he's shooting from three, he's shooting from the mid-range. It opens up. And also having Todd Gibson at the 5 early on in the game opens up the game because he normally could hit that mid-range jump shot too. So I like the balance of the lineups that they're putting together with Mitch and well, Mitch. I'm not even going to say Dennis because that's my next thing. That last thing I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Man, Dennis Smith Jr. looks horrible. He not only does he look horrible, he looks like he's smoking like before he plays.
Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it. Listen, we gonna give DSJ some time, man. He got to get it together. He's got to get it together. Jay Ellis. The Dallas game was cool. Gave us something to be proud about. Mm-hmm. Kind of struggling right now, trying to get it together. Kind of looks lost out there, like what Anthony said. So I don't know. I don't
know. Yeah, man, I don't know either. Hopefully he gets it together. He has so much potential. Like, It's funny because the jump shot that doesn't look the hitch. Even though he was missing, it doesn't look bad.
It looks a little bit smoother, yeah.
It looks a lot smoother, but he just has to get everything else together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like the idea of what he was doing today, but he just didn't execute. Like, I like that he was trying to penetrate and kick and get these guys going, but the passes seem to be off, and the Cavs seem to be anticipating that already. So
yeah,
we need more from DSJ, but I like the idea. Let's see if he bounces back next game. Yeah.
I agreed, man. I want to shout out some more super chats. J Germain, appreciate it. AO Powell says, goes to JJ, stop with the negativity. Sends us a super chat. L Marshall sends us a super chat as well. So salute to you guys. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. All hashtag new wherever you guys are watching worldwide. This is #1 show for the fans by the fans. If you're a diehard Knicks fan who loves to talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, post-game live analysis featuring live callers. Smash that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Andrew Dell says he's late to the chat. Andrew, where you been, bro?
Yeah, man.
We've been going for an hour, man. You gotta get in on time, in the nick of time.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like you like what I did there, JLs?
I like what
Subscribe to the Nick of Time show, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
You know? I see Sergio's on the switchboard. He wants to battle Ari, man. We've never done this before on the switchboard, so let's see if it works.
Oh wow.
Let's see if it works. Sergio has something to say to Ari, man. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so while we wait for that, let's go to Alex in Manhattan. Wants to talk about Marcus Morris. Alex, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's good, guys?
How you doing, bro?
Yo, I was just going to call and talk about Marcus Morris a little bit because we got that game in Philly. And I was just thinking, like, yo, I mean, this team, like, it has to be a mix. You guys were obviously touching on that a bit. Like, it's got to be that veteran, like, culture, the foundation, and then let these young guys aspire to be at a certain level. Like, Knox should want to be draining those shots at the end of games that Marcus Morris just said the other night. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but anyway, yo, we got that game in Philly. I was just thinking, you guys were talking about Morris before, like, even if he wants to be here long term, we could trade him, get assets, and then they're kind of, you could scheme a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could come back next year because, like, if he's about it,
True
if he's
story.
about that vision, he could just make moves.
If
you know?
he loves it, true story. That's what I'm saying, JLs. I mean,
can Nick be that lucky?
Could they be that lucky? Could twice in a row? Could he say, "I want to be a Nick"? Oh my God, that'd be a miracle.
That'd be a miracle. Trade him to a playoff team and have him come back.
That would be a miracle, man.
That'd be a miracle, man.
Who knew? Marcus Morris is all we needed to get this team back on the right track, man.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
All right, so we got Ari on, we got Sergio on. JL, so I'm gonna patch in Dan from Florida. I'm gonna throw it on you. I gotta step away for a second, and then we'll see if we can get this battle cracking. Dan, how you doing, man?
Split screen.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Hello?
Yeah, you there?
Hey, just to let you know, I'm a really huge fan of your show.
Thanks, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. So my question for you guys, I just had a quick thought. What do you guys think about possibly tanking and trying to get a lottery pick so we could try to go for either LaMelo or Cole Anthony? I want to know your thoughts and insights, so go ahead.
No to tanking. We had enough of tanking. We've tried to tank last year. This year, we're trying to win as much as we can. And if we don't win, we don't have the wins by January, February, then we can go into tank mode. But even that is not guaranteed because we all saw what happened last year with the Pelicans winning number one pick, even though they didn't have the worst record. The way the league is set up right now, the worst team doesn't necessarily get, the top pick. So it's not a guarantee that if we tank that we're going to get the top pick. So I still feel like, we should try to win some games. We have to do it for the culture. We have to do it for these vets who've been here. And we have to
possibly win 25 games.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said possibly win 25 games.
Please.
I said if we try to possibly win 25 games, we can still try to be in the lottery pick.
Oh, that's absolutely. I mean, if we win 20, that's the beauty of this year. Is even if we don't win a bunch of games and we end up only winning 20, 25 games, we can still end up winning the lottery because of the way the percentages are set up. So, yeah, thanks to the commissioner. So, yeah, we don't have to purposely tank like we did last year, man. We don't have to do that. We can just try our best, and then the chips will fall in May, and then maybe the basketball gods will kind of help us out. You know what I'm saying? Like you did this year with RJ.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's true. It's just the reason why I say that is just because I was watching. I was on Instagram and I saw LaMelo's Instagram, and I think he hinted something about the Knicks. I think he was playing NBA my career, and he played with the Knicks.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, oh, he really want to be in New York. So
nah,
I think
that's just Melo following the marketing hype, man. He saw what that got Zion, man. Appreciate the call, Dan. I'm not ready to talk about them guys yet. I mean, hey, good. I mean. He's a good player, man, but we'll see. We'll see how things play out. But I don't see us tanking or anything, man. It's just either we're gonna win, which are probably not, or we're gonna be terrible. And we'll see. Let the chips fall where they may. All right, let's see if this thing works here. We got Sergio in here. Sergio, you there?
Yo.
All right, hang on. We got Ari here. Ari, you there?
Yep.
All right, man. We got Sergio and Ari. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean, fellas. Let's keep it clean. Ari, touch gloves. And let's go.
I'm a fan. I listen to you a lot. I respect your opinions, and I like what you have to say. But to say that I'm delusional, my man, you are now an official Latino. Your name is Ari Waldonado because you wildin', bro. You straight wildin'. Yo, we've done the same thing. I'm 47 years old. I don't know how old you are, but, dude, my heartbreak with the Knicks has, I believe, in my mind, gone way longer than yours, bro. I know what a talented player looks like. I know that for 20 years we've done it a certain way. Now that we're doing it the right way, which means losing and building through the draft, we have a talented player, and you're complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when was the last time we had a talented player? You know, somebody that has some potential, other than Porzingis, which we totally screwed up, but still, he's a talented player. You know, for you to say the dude's trash or people are saying trade him, it blows my mind because we Knicks fans, we've been used to watching this garbage for over 20 years, and finally you got a decent. All right, I'm not saying he's the next Anthony Davis. I'm not saying, all right, so it's one game. It is. But the fact of the matter is, when he plays the right way, when he doesn't overextend himself, if we had a point guard that could actually get him the ball in the spot that he needs it to finish, he'd be great. He'd be great.
All right, let's go to Ari. Let's go to Ari, man. Ari, get in here. Get in here with your counter, man.
What say you, Ari?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you, Sergio. I respect that, and I'm also likewise. I'm not 47. I'm 32, but I was in the Garden when Ewing missed the finger roll, so I've had my fair heartbreak as well. You know, everyone handles their pain differently. You know, I've kind of transitioned into the more of, like, let's call a spade, keep it a buck. So, like, with regards to Julius Randle, if you call 20% from three, a great player, 42% field goal percentage, a negative 0.2 win per shares, sub 13 PER. If you're calling that, you know, a very, very talented player, then I guess we just have different definitions of talent. If you're talking about R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, even Kevin Knox, I think is talented. But Julius Randle, man. Listen, again, I'm not saying he is, the worst player, but what I'm saying about him is in his role on this team, which is the number one option, he's the worst number one option in basketball. That's the problem with the Knicks. Every game we go, usually the team that has the best player wins, and our best player is usually a fourth or fifth best player on any normal team. And to suggest that he's in the level of Porzingis or Carmelo or anyone like All-Star like that is just ridiculous because, he's an average basketball player, in my opinion.
All right, Sergio, last counter for Sergio. What do you have to say about that?
Numbers don't lie.
Yo, for one, that's a meaningless small sample size.
Ooh.
Tell me what his numbers were last year over a full season.
Today.
You're telling me his numbers in a brand new situation, with new players around him, and in like a 14-game sample size. So I don't think that's fair to Julius. You know what I'm saying? Did I say it was Porzingis? No. Did I say it was Carmelo Anthony? No. But he is a talented player, regardless of the meaningless small sample size that you're using. You know what I'm saying? The kid is, just by the eye test, other than his turnovers, don't get me wrong, every time he spins that spin move where he turns it over, I scream at the TV just like you do. And I can't stand it. His turnovers, I hate him. But you know what? Today is an example of when he plays the way he should play. He is a talented player. And not only that, but he is a tradable asset for this team. You know, when was the last time the Knicks fans could say almost every player on our team is a tradable asset?
All right, Ari, last
we have
point,
tradable pieces that people want.
All right, go ahead, Ari. Last points.
I don't know.
Listen, man, I hope he's a tradable asset. I'll trade him for a Snickers bar at this point, personally. But besides that, listen, I'm saying he's not a talented player in the role that he's given on this team. Like, yeah, that's why hopefully he is a tradable asset. So a team like the Rockets or a team like, the Clippers or something can make a move for him as a third or fourth option on the team. Hopefully he's tradable. But, talk about a player. Listen, first of all, the reason why I have a beef, the reason why I have a beef with Julius Randle is because he shoots threes. He should never be allowed to shoot a three ever. I don't care if he made 3 today. Shouldn't shoot the 3. Should never take the ball. He should never touch the ball outside of the paint. He should never touch the ball outside of the paint, and that's my opinion. And his defense is pretty bad. You know, everyone knocks ISO Zoe for his lack of defense. Julius Randle is just as bad as a defender. If ISO Zoe was getting the amount of shots that Julius Randle was getting, ISO Zoe would be putting up better numbers than Randle, in my opinion. And he's undersized, and, you know, he turns the ball over, plays no defense. He thinks he's Kyle Korver. You know, I'm not a fan.
All right. That's it, JLs.
Go back to your corner.
The bell is rung. Sergio, Ari, the first battle of the fans. Who you want? Who won? Everybody throw your winners in the chat. Who won? Was it Sergio? Was it Sergio or was it Ari, man? Throw your votes in the chat.
Oh my God. Yo, we need to do a poll. Hold on.
we got to do a poll, man. We got to do a poll.
Hold on. We gotta set the poll right now.
Yeah, let me set up the poll right now. Let's do an official poll. Let's set up the official poll. Because my chat is going crazy right now. I'm not even going to be able to read this. Let's set up an official poll.
Yeah, we got to do that. That's how it happens.
Yeah, we got to do this again, man. We got to do this again.
This has to be a thing. This has to be a thing. We just stumbled into something great.
Yeah, we did, man. We got to do this again, man.
Oh my God, Chris. All
right, so my polls should be my fan polls should be updated. Shortly. So check the eye icon at your top right hand side and make sure you vote. Let's see some early chats coming in. Seen a couple Sergios. Jamal Simpson, Sergio. Noli, no, Sergio.
Oh man.
Sergio, it's getting a lot of votes in the chat, man. Jarrell Williams goes for Ari. Andrew Dell, Ari. Seen a lot of Sergios. Mo, Fats, L. Marshall. KR says free Ari. KR's in the Ari camp. Seen a lot of Sergios in here, man. Raheem Singleton, Michael Kelly. It's me goes for Ari. I won't lose 187 says draw. Freddie Gonzalez, Ari. Jack Peters, Ari. Jack Rose says objectively speaking, Ari. Seen a lot of Sergios, man.
All right, hold on. I think the poll should be up on mine. All right, the poll is up on mine. It should be up on mine as well.
Make sure you vote. Get your votes in. Top right hand side, the little eye icon. Make sure you guys vote in the chat. I think it was a draw, JLs.
It was pretty good.
I think it was a draw. Yeah, I think both fighters had valid points. You know, Sergio's point was just give it time. He pointed to the past history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the pressure's mounted on Julius right now to beat a guy.
Right.
And you know, Ari's coming from a high expectation standpoint.
Yes.
Considering Ari's he still got free agency on his back, man. He can't let it go. You know what I mean? So he's judging Julius from that free agency lens of what we should have got.
Yeah, and he's comparing Julius Randle to everybody. You know, all the top free agents and all the number one guys on every team in the NBA. So it's like, is that fair? I don't know. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is the sample size that are referring to, is that big enough sample size to compare to the last 3 years of Julius Randle's career? Is that fair too?
It's a good point. It's a completely different situation. He's got to be the guy here. Definitely didn't have to do that in New Orleans.
Right, but to Ari's point, Randle's defense is still horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought Sergio threw Ari the alley about a trade asset. Yeah, I know Ari was going to eat that up. You know, at the end. Yeah, that was a little points off for Sergio. He kind of threw him an alley there. He kind of stuck his chin out. And, Ari connected. He connected on that one.
Yeah, and Ari dunked it with the Snickers comment.
He did.
I traded for a pack of Snickers.
He did.
He took advantage of the turnover for sure.
Yeah. and then both fighters start the fight out with giving each other flowers, JL. What's up with that, man?
No, it's the class dog. Listen, it's a classic tactic, CP. It's the classic tactic, man. It's kind of like throwing a jab before you throw your right hook.
Okay.
Soften up the fire with something, and then boom, you hit it with the right hook. That's why Ari started off with like I was there too, and I've suffered.
Facts. It was.
And then he hit him with the number.
True. You're right.
Negative
You're right.
13
You're right.
PER. You know what I'm saying?
Rocking him to sleep a little bit. Rocking him to sleep.
Exactly. The 20% for three. The high turnover rate. Like it's classic setup, man. It's a setup for all this time, DB.
Oh my God! What Sergio say Ari's name was? Ari Walanda. What he say his name was?
Oh my God!
He made him an honorary Dominican, man.
Oh man,
my God!
It's tight, man. It is tight.
Oh man, that was fun. That was fun, man.
Yo, vote on the poll. There's 76 watching right now, man. Vote on the poll. Who do you want to see?
Who do you want to see? Let me see if my poll works.
Yeah. Click on the eye icon and vote Sergio, Ari, or draw. Let me know what you think right now in my poll. It should be updated right now.
Yeah, let me see if mine is updated. I definitely didn't put draw on mine. We're not taking draws from the fans.
Oh, no
tonight.
draw. Should I take it out? Should I take all draw?
No. Well, I mean, it's probably too late now. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, mine isn't coming up. I'm trying to get mine going right now. See what it is. If somebody, Dave or one of the mods, if you hit and vote, it should tell you what the results are. Somebody says it's not working. All right, well, if we go by the comments, if we just go by the comments,
it's not showing up. Damn.
Yeah. All right. All good. This is the first time we're working out the kinks. For the battle of the fans. But I think the chat went for Sergio. My chat went for Sergio, man.
Okay, let me see.
I think my chat went to Sergio, man. So, you're gonna start the season off 1-0, 0-1.
Sergio, Ari, Sergio.
Yeah.
Ari, Sergio. It's kind of split.
Oh yeah, yours is split. I think my chat went for Sergio, man.
Okay, wait. Now I'm seeing more. Okay, Sergio.
Hey, yo, pal says recount.
All right, now y'all cheating. Y'all typing Ari.
All right. Let's hear from the winner tonight, man. We're gonna go back to Sergio to close the show, man. Actually, we're gonna go to Sergio and Blake will be the closer. Sergio, how does it feel to win, man? You're the first winner of the Battle of the Fans, man. How does it feel tonight, man?
You know, it hurts me to have to do this impeachment to your boy. The only reason it was close is because he has a built-in audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm a newcomer. You know, so
he said Ari got home field advantage.
To beat the incumbent. You know, but much respect. Ari got the much respect. I understand he's young. He's part of the instant gratification nation generation that wants everything right away. I understand. No doubt, mad respect. But the fact of the matter is, my dude, you got talented players on your team. It ain't really working out right now. Yo, you know, smoke some of the devil's lettuce. If you need some, I got some for you. And, you know what I'm saying? Just chill. It's all good.
What would you, before you go, what did you say his new name was?
I'm really happy. This was a lot of fun. Mad respect to Ari, a lot of fun.
What'd you say Ari's new name was, Sergio?
I didn't expect it to turn into this, but it did, and it was all good.
Yo, what did you say Ari's new name was?
Oh, it's Ari Waldonado, son, because he wild.
Appreciate it, Sergio. Everybody in the chat put Ari Waldonado. That's his new name.
God.
Oh my God, I'm crying over here, JLs. I'm crying over here, man.
Oh God, this is like my favorite.
That was hilarious. Oh my God, my eyes are watering, bro. I can't take it. Man. I can't take it. He called him Ari Waldonado because he's wilding right now. Waldonado.
Yeah. This might be my favorite episode. This might be my favorite episode, though. Like, I think it's like this one and then Allen and then.
Oh my God, man.
Oh my God, man. This is great.
Let's hear from Blake. Blake, you to close it, man. Blake, who'd you think won the battle, bro?
Hey, I think Ari won the battle.
Oh, he went with Ari. Okay. All right. No
Damn,
doubt,
what
man.
the working on?
Well, we'll do it next time, man. We'll set it up next time. So going forward, when you guys call in, man, if there's a caller that you vehemently disagree with, call him out. Call him out. Let us know who you want to call out, and we'll set up the battle right on the spot. No doubt about it, man. All right, Blake.
All right, what's going on, guys? Big fan of the show.
Thanks,
my cousin Cole, he called in a little bit ago. He told me to call in.
Okay, cool.
So I've been a fan of Frank Ntilikina since he's joined the team. I'm a supporter of him. I root for him. I got his jersey when he first got to MSG. But I mean, he brings good stuff to the table. I mean, the Knicks seem to play better when he's on the court. They got some good chemistry with him. But with this upcoming point guard draft, and if the Knicks are able to land a top point guard, do you think what do you guys think of his future on the Knicks? Do you think he'll be able to survive on the Knicks roster in the couple of years to come, or how long do you think he'll stay, or what's going on with something like that? How's Frank Ntilikina to you guys?
Well, the question, JL, is for Frank is going to be, how much do you pay him if his offense doesn't come around when his contract comes up?
I mean, it's not even a Frank question. It's a everyone question. That's the thing. Do you bank on Frank's defense and pick and roll, or do you bank on Dennis Smith Jr.'s upside? That's the bigger question to me. I don't think it's just a Frank question.
No, it's both of them. It's definitely both of them. You're 100%
they're both
right.
in the exact same position.
They're both gonna be due up, and then you got a point guard draft coming in. So that does. I don't know if that bodes well for DSJ, to be honest with you, because if you're gonna have to pick, if you had to pick today, I think Frank would win it.
As of now,
just off the intangibles, I think if you're going into the draft to get a stud, then I think Frank would get the job.
Yeah, because it's because you're banking on DSJ becoming a starter, and you're banking on DSJ becoming a go-to guy, and Frank already has a defined position. You already know what he is, kind of. So, if you're going for a go-to guard, then I think you move DSJ at that point.
Yeah, I think as of right now, if things were to trend the same way that they're trending right now, I think Frank would end up getting the job.
Yeah, especially because Frank can do multiple things.
Right.
Now.
That's it. So, but you hope for the best, man. I hope DSJ can turn things around for sure. Definitely rooting for him. So
yeah.
That's what it is, man. All right, Jails. I think we had a great show. It was a real good show, man. A real entertaining show.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, man. This is great. So Wednesday night, Knicks in Philly, Broad Street. Let's see if we can build on this, man, or at least survive. Go ahead, JL. Sign out, man.
Yeah, man. So check this out, fam. New episode of the Nick and Time Show is dropping tomorrow, 3 p.m. on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and all those places. So be sure to check that out. SoundCloud link is in the description if you want to check that out. Also, it should be on YouTube, God willing, on Wednesday morning. If my computer is not messing with me like it has been lately, please let it work. So definitely check that out. You can see last week's episode on YouTube right now. Just click that eye. You'll see it right there, episode 95. You can watch that as well. Also, shout out to all the writers who've been joining Nick Time Show. They've been doing a great job creating great content. So if you want to read any blogs, go to nicktimeshow.com and read any blog posts. And also, if you're interested in being a writer, if you are good, I will let you know. And you can possibly write for Nick Time Show and build this and join this great team right of ours. All right. That is all. Got nothing else to say. Oh yeah, check out the merch too. Merch is also on the website at nicktimeshow.com. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir. Great show, Jay Ellis. And salute to everybody once again for tuning in, man. Great win. Hey, it is what it is. Whether you're impressed or not, you take the W's as they come, as I always say. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Please support us. Feel free to send a super chat, man. Thank you to everybody who sent us a super chat. They're supporting the movement. We want you to support the movement. You can send us a super chat, a PayPal, a Cash App. Links are also in the video below. Everything comes back into the channel to make it bigger and better. Remember, this show is available in audio podcast format: Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Amazon, Alexa, all under KnicksFanTV. Tonight's episode will be up in the morning. Catch up at work time if you missed it. Make sure you share these videos on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you are. Share these videos. We want more people in here, more in the chat, more on the phones, and it makes for a good show. So once again, we want to shout out the winner of the inaugural fan battle. He goes by the name of Sergio. The fan said he ethered Ari Waldonado, Jay Ellis. Ari's going to have to come back if he wants to come back, he's 0-1 right now, man. The fan favorite. Sergio gave him the home field advantage, man. He put that on.
Yeah, man, that was tough. Sergio came into the home turf.
Yeah, he did. He represented himself well, man.
Took the crowd out of it.
Yeah, he took the. Yeah, he didn't mind, man. He just went with his points. Went with his points, man.
Went with his points and got the W.
That's it. Well done, Sergio, man. I want to shout out all my mods: Keith Sinclair, TM, Rome, KnicksFanTV, Dave, all the mods in here. Appreciate it. Ari, appreciate it. Ayo Pal, appreciate it. Checking in from the West Coast. I want to shout out Stephen Weeks, Frank White, everybody, Wolf from LI, everybody, man. JL, so you want to salute, bro?
Yeah, man. Tack, Rick, Harrison, Wolf from LI, Dennis, Enzo, my cousin. What's up, cousin Winston? I see you, man. Nick him up. I see you too, man. Nuggy Fresh.
Nuggy Fresh. I like that one. I like
that. He says it's the best episode. He's
nice.
In the fan battle.
Nice,
Alexander. Man. Shout out to you, Marcus Presley, too. Shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out you guys, man. Apple fanboy Rokusaki. We're out of here, man. Wednesday night, Knicks. You know where to come to. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Peace.